Okay, well, good Thursday morning to you all. Headed out for a work commute today on the Ryker. We've got kind of a cloudy, a little bit overcast sky, and the forecast is calling for some thunderstorms this afternoon. Never really trust the forecast, but you know, better be prepared. So got the rain gear in the pannier over there, and got all the proper stuff on, so if I get stuck in a downpour, then I'll be just fine. Alright. So, I've been tearing through my editing queue. Chewed up, I don't know, half a dozen videos. Can you do it with the gloves on? Oh, he got it with the gloves on. Been tearing through the editing queue and got about, probably a half dozen or more started and chewed up, and I have posted, I think, 3, maybe 4, I can't recall. And just trying to catch up. What I've done is I've skipped around a little bit. Unfortunately, they're not going to be posted in chronological order. I'm trying to get, you know, the status update videos out there first. And then I'll go back as time permits and finish up the ride vlogs, you know, the destination trips and stuff like that. And then I wanted to get these status update videos out there because I have a ride coming up at the end of October here, and if anybody is interested in tagging along, you know, it's open invite. Welcome to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or anywhere. Shoot me an email, quasimotard@gmail.com. And if timing works out and you want to join in, hey, you're welcome to join in the festivities and the lunacy, moto-camping and riding the Arkansas Twisties. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. I hope. If the weather holds out, it'll be great. So, yeah, anyway. And I don't try to be too much of a social media hound, you know, and asking for the like and subscribe and share and all that, but if any of the videos that you watch are helpful or you enjoy the content, please leave a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and that helps me kind of gauge where things are, you know, what people are interested in watching, and it also helps the channel, you know. I've said it before, I don't really do this for money, but hey, you know, if those annoying 15-second ads or 10-second ads or whatever they are pay for the hobby and the trip, and it's great. Pays for my gas money, then I'm happy. So I have set up finally the Amazon affiliate links, and I'm going back through some of my video descriptions and changing the links to those products, you know, because up to now I just put the links out there to help everybody, and I'm still doing that. But if that little click-through helps, you know, somebody find the product, it doesn't cost you anything extra, and I make, you know, a few pennies on it here and there. So hey, again, it just finances my hobby. Whew. Diesel, what is up? Really strong diesel. Must be somebody in that parking lot over there. Wow. Anyway, so another moto commute on the Ryker. I guess I could plug my phone in here. This mount for the quad lock vibration reduction mount is a little weird. It really makes the phone jump around a lot. I don't think so. Never know what's on your mind. I ain't letting you out. So this vibration reduction mount is okay. I think it's probably going to be a good addition to the Super Cub for sure, because the bars are pretty bouncy on that, and on the Ryker it's certainly going to help, but it really makes the phone move around a lot more than it used to. So, it's probably smoothing out those impulses, knocking the curves off of it to make it a little smoother overall, but it's still pretty rough. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Anyway. commenced chores on this one. Have not commenced as far as you know, my final upgrades before the ride. I still need to put my rear shock on, the Elka Stage 4, and the rear tire I'm going to replace with the Yokohama. I haven't heard back from James Thorne at thornollies.com. I left him an email and a voicemail, so I'm going to try to ping him again today and see if he's able to do this. Otherwise, I need to get the order placed over here at Discount Tire, because the wait time is about a week, 5 working days. So that's going to be getting me down kind of close to the wire, and I really don't want to do the trip with this old tire on here, because it's getting pretty thin and slippery. It's always been slippery, now it's even worse. And I've been abusing the heck out of it lately, just wah, roasting it. Might as well have fun while it's on there and then put something new. So that's my task today, besides work. I've got plenty of work waiting for me. Projects are starting to stack up again, which usually happens about this time of year. I like taking all my camping and adventure rides, you know, here in the fall, because the weather is nicer, obviously. But that's also my busy season, when a lot of work projects pick up toward the end of the year. People are trying to get stuff done, and can't turn that away. Got to get paid. Got to finance the fun. So that's another big push for me, trying to get through my editing queue on the videos, because I know once the fall trips start happening and I get busy with work, I'll be kind of disappearing again from YouTube, just because I'll be busy riding and working and not editing. So I'm trying to get through that queue, get them all posted. But at the same time, I don't just want to rush through it and put, you know, garbage up there that nobody wants to watch. The ride series are a huge time investment, because there's just so much video footage. You've got, you know, tens of hours of footage, and, you know, I'm trying to do multiple camera angles now with forward and back, and multiple riders, and 360 cam, and all this stuff, and dedicated audio recorder, so you got to sync all that up. It's just, it is a real chore. It's fun if the final product is worth it, you know, but I don't know, I'm no videographer. I'm just a regular old schmo that likes riding motorcycles. I forgot to raise my screen. Let me see if I can do it. I keep remembering after I'm already riding that I don't have my screen in the correct position, and the noise is horrible. Let's see if I can help everybody out this time, eh? And I did it. I don't recommend that, but I did it. I didn't get it all the way up. Got it close. Hopefully it'll be a little quieter in the audio this time. The last couple Ryker videos I did, I had the screen squashed down, and oh boy was it loud. Just wind noise. The exhaust is much more tolerable since I got rid of that Two Brothers, but Ryker's a noisy beast. There's a lot of motor noise, gear noise, road noise, so it's a noisy bike. It's definitely not one that you ride without earplugs for any length of time. At least I don't. Try to preserve what hearing I have left. So Mr. Fish, TeapotOne and Richy Vida finished up their BigLittle adventure, and they're starting to post their series. I'm really anxious to watch that. Those guys are funny. Much better vloggers and entertainers than I am. I have no delusions of grandeur. I'm just a regular old guy, but those guys have personality. I love it. Mr. Fish is really funny, wicked sense of humor. Richy Vida as well. TeapotOne, I've not watched his vlogs until just lately. I've found his stuff through Mr. Fish. So I'm going back through a lot of his brew casks and ride reviews and things like that. I haven't figured out yet where he gets most of his bikes. I think he gets them on loan from local dealers. They're kind of extended test rides, several days or weeks at a time. That's pretty cool. We don't have dealers here in the States that do that. If you want a test ride on a bike, you're lucky to get one here in the U.S. Because people don't like buying used new bikes, you know, something that's a dealer demo. It's just not a common thing here. If you demo it, you've got, you know, 10 minutes on the thing, and you better not put more than about 10 or 15 miles on it. They start looking at you cross-eyed. Cars, it's not as big a deal. You know, you can take a car for a several-hour test drive, but only if they know you're really serious about buying it. It's not a test ride and review kind of a deal. You've got to be intent on buying it and convince them that that's the case. They're not going to let you take their machine just to go joyriding. So, without sounding like a pompous ass, and I probably do sound like a pompous ass, that's one distinction that I try to make about my ride videos and my reviews. I review things as an owner because I buy these machines. They're not on loan. They're not somebody else's bike that I'm joyriding. And I don't say that, you know, digging at any of the guys out there. You know, there's tons of moto reviewers out there that I respect, and they do a great job. They're not owners of those bikes. They're doing good reviews, and in some cases very professional reviews, but they're not owner reviews. There's a difference. Yeah. Somebody killed a bunch of pickets. When you own a bike, there's a completely different dynamic about living with it, and you know, the little eccentricities and problems and quirks that a bike has. You either love them or you hate them, and you might notice some of those things on a quick test ride, but then again, you might not. And any of those little quirks, like this jockeying crap that I'm putting up with right now on the Ryker, those become big issues when you own it and you're living with it. It's a different world, different expectations. So I try to show all of my bikes in real world scenarios like this, you know, commuting, day-to-day grind, everything from riding in crap weather to moto-camping and touring the twisty roads and having fun, you know, everything in between, because in my opinion that's what owning a vehicle, especially a motorcycle, is all about, is living with the bike, enjoying it, using it. I don't just ride my bikes for a weekend jaunt or only in fair weather. I use them 24/7, 365, man. It doesn't matter what the weather is or what the occasion. Do stupid stuff. Taking a little 125cc Super Cub halfway across the country. Yeah! That's why I want to watch the boys over there in the UK watch their BigLittle adventure. That should be a good hoot. I've started editing my recent ride series, and we had a lot of good moments and funny stuff, you know, drag racing and having a lot of fun just flogging those little bikes. But I know that Mr. Fish and those guys are going to be a whole lot funnier than I am. Really hoping that when I take this thing to Broadway Power Sports up in Tyler on October 20th or 21st, that the factory zero on the alignment and steering sensor and, you know, just resetting this thing do the job. I would love for my bike to track as straight and smooth as a lot of the other Rykers that I've ridden. This thing has just been a lemon since day one. Lemon might be a little strong, but that's pretty accurate. It's just got so many little bugs that peeve me, you know. Hey, it's starting to rain. Doesn't look like rain, but it's rain. To get another water protector thing on this ClearX lens cover. It's hydrophobic and kind of helps the water bead up and disappear. Those things are a little fragile. If you drop your camera even just slightly, like setting your helmet down wrong and it bumps the face of it, those little glass protectors crack. So they're not the toughest things in the world, but they do a good job on beating up water. I've never put the neutral density filters on mine, the ND, little clip-on filters that you can get for any camera, especially the GoPros. I might try that out because supposedly it helps with contrast and allowing you to raise your ISO levels and stuff like that. I don't know. It's good. I welcome you. Thank you, sir. I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm no choir boy. I drive and ride fast, but not excessively so. And there's a big difference between being a Type A and riding fast, or driving fast and decisive and getting where you're going versus the crazy antics a lot of these people here in Houston are doing lately. 100 plus miles an hour down I-10 and weaving through traffic, cutting people off, just being douchebags in general. Just reckless stupidity. It's that competitive aggressive stuff. Just, well, why all the aggression? Just drive it. Set a speed, maintain your speed. If somebody's going slower, just go around them. Don't be a dick. If they're intentionally blocking you, then yes, they're being a dick, but just go on about your life. Plenty of a-holes in the world. Gotta get over people anyway. You're going, figure it out. Oh, this groove pavement. So much nicer to ride this bike without that obnoxious exhaust deafening me. Even under full throttle, it's still very tolerable. You know, it's tame. I wouldn't mind if it were a little deeper, throatier, but you know, that loud, raspy, just can't do that. The Two Brothers was a straight through pipe. I mean, straight through exhaust. If you looked at it, it was just hollow with a perforated core on the outside. You know, two-stroke motorcycle silencer style. There was no noise attenuation for that guy. I could have probably run that thing just open header and it would have been about the same volume. Crazy. Okay then, I have arrived. Oh, I got a bunch of work stacked up here and abroad. I'll be working here this morning. I may end up going over to a client site inside the 610 loop a little bit later. I was actually supposed to be there early this morning, but I ended up fielding calls remotely for a couple, 3 hours. It's like 10:30 right now. So, yeah, I don't know. I may end up over there at that customer site most of the day tomorrow instead of today. Anyway. A bee landed on me. I saw it. What do you want, buddy? Anyway, I'll catch you all maybe this afternoon. All right, well, good afternoon to you all. It's about 5:30, 5:45. I have no idea. What time is it anyway? 5:30, right on the dot, almost. Finished my day, made a couple of runarounds, had to deliver some parts with my truck. So I just left the Ryker here at the office, and now I gotta head over to my warehouse for a few minutes and check on another issue. And from there, I may decide to take the Accord home. I'm not sure. Depends on if it's just raining cats and dogs, because this is looking pretty thick. So we'll see. I don't mind riding in the rain, but if it's really crazy with the rush hour traffic and the rain, that's a bad combo. So I might end up taking the Accord home and leaving the Ryker at the warehouse for a day or two, because we're supposed to have a lot of rain due to the tropical storm Delta, or whatever it's called. There have been so many of them I can't keep track this season. It's supposed to hit somewhere in Louisiana, but we're getting the outer rain bands of it here, and it's supposed to be wet for a couple of days, so we'll see how it goes. Yep, it's pretty gray and gloomy here today. The temperature isn't bad though. It's actually kind of nice. Low 70s right now. Really humid, of course. You know. It's been raining off and on, and probably will continue to do so for most of the night. I think tomorrow we have 60 to 70% chance of thunderstorms and rain, so it's going to be a soggy one tomorrow for sure. I was thinking about maybe going out for a quick moto camp, you know, one night deal out in Stephen F. Austin Park, or maybe Eagle Lake or something like that, just out west of Houston towards Sealy. But you know, if the weather's going to be crap, then it's always kind of a toss-up whether it's going to be any fun or not. I kind of like camping in the rain. It's fun, but you just never know how bad it's going to get, and the conditions at the campgrounds can get a little crazy sometimes, you know, depending on the amount of rainfall. And if you're not in a hammock, then your gear is going to get all nasty and muddy and everything else. It's just more trouble to clean it up. It's more trouble than it's worth. Now, if I'm already out somewhere and it rains on me, then yeah, that's fine. But if I'm intentionally going out and I know that it's going to be raining, just kind of setting myself up for it, you know. Okay, well, I've arrived. I'm gonna check on the stuff here, do what I need to do, and then figure out whether it's Ryker or Accord on the way home. I guess it depends on the weather.